LocsNLoad Firearm Reviews here today. How you guys doing? Welcome to another episode of LocsNLoad Firearm Reviews. What's up with Gunda? Alright, so the most popular rifle in America nowadays is the AR-15. You can debate about the AK-47, but the AR-15 is America's rifle. It's just how it is, right? But that does not mean that there are no other platforms out there that are just as capable as the AR-15. In today's video, I'm gonna go over 5 rifles that are AR-15 alternatives, right? Some of them I like, some I don't. And so I'm gonna give my honest thoughts about what I think about these rifles. And I want you guys to also give your comments in the comment section if you have any knowledge of these firearms, because not all these guns I've actually shot. So, if you have knowledge of the firearms, that I don't. So go ahead and put in the comment section what it was like for you and your experience getting behind that platform. All right, so we're going to start it off with the first rifle. So introducing the AR Stog to the stage. All right, I know we got a very crummy image. It's supposed to be high def, but I think I got the wrong one. All right, we'll get better. All right, so the Steyr AUG. It's all right. No, it's one of those guns. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the look of it. I think it looks too skinny, right? Like there's no meat on the bones. I don't like how your rail section. Granted, I know it's a bullpup and you don't need a long rail, but you have no real rail over that barrel, right? You have the folding grip is cool, but the way I like to shoot, trying with my grip, almost C-clamp around that grip, my thumb would be resting right over the front trunnion, right over here. Whereas you see the long skinny barrel and you got this hump. I don't know if you can see on my screen, my cursor. But it looks like another metal place, someplace to get hot. Again, I don't know. I'm not 100%. I haven't really had much time behind this rifle. I have heard good things about it. I've heard people say they like it. But I know when it comes to bull pumps, their trigger pulls are kind of mushy. They don't have the nicest trigger. So if you're kind of used to Geisley and stuff like that, you're not really gonna like the trigger too much on the AUG, or really majority of bull pumps like that. Then you got this kind of scope thing up here. You probably can remove it, but again, I don't like it. It's not like a reticle. It's a circle, right? So that's all it is. It's a donut. So you got the circle with the middle taken out of it. So it, to me, is not a very good optic. Granted, I guess it can work, right? But not having any kind of bullet drop compensation and stuff like that, I'd opt for a red dot. If it was just me, I would rather have a red dot or just give me LPVO. But whatever this is, this excuse for a optic, I'm not with it. So that's kind of my thoughts on AUG. It's a good weapon, just not something I would rather have. All right, so on to the next one. All right, so the AK-74. To be honest, I would not mind having this rifle, especially with a triangle folding stock on that thing. That'd be a pretty dope car gun. AK-74s, they're not chambered in the 7.62x39 like the AK-47 is. The AK-74 is a 5x45 round. All right, so it's basically the Russians' version of the 5.56. Very light and flat shooting rifle, along with the ammunition, very low recoiling. Then you have the muzzle brake up there up front. Especially the AK-74s, they have almost no recoil. It's extremely soft. Even the AK-47s with the 7.62x39s, those are still soft shooting rifles. When you put it on full automatic, I don't know, it's got a lot more of a kick. But if you're doing select fire, picking your shots with AK-47 or AK-74, they're very soft recoiling weapons, and they're not bad to shoot. It's just AR-15 is America's rifle, so it just is what it is, bro. But AK-74s are definitely good alternatives to an AR-15 if you don't want an AR-15. Number 3, all right, the F2000, FS2000. So it's an FN weapon. So I've shot this gun. There's nothing really special about it. It looks cool. It looks cool to me. It looks like, something from Halo, right? But again, mushy trigger pull, short rail, not like the grip area. I don't really like too much because kind of like you can't really change your grip too much. You're kind of forced to have like this squished up grip. I didn't really care for it too much. No, it's all right. It's just definitely not something I really prefer. And you look at it, it's not very, I don't want to say ergonomic, but it's not, you can look at it and tell it's not something you can really change. I don't see anywhere you can really put like a foregrip. If you really want to put an IR laser and a flashlight, I'm looking at it, I'm not seeing any place like M-LOK slots to mount any type of lighting accessories, anything like that. You just got that small rail up top. And I didn't really care for it to shoot it. Like when I shot it, it was not like it's a bad shooting gun. It wasn't anything really worth the talk about. It was just a normal rifle that shot 5.56, and nothing to write home about. It was a very kind of boring rifle to me, but it still works, right? Just not something I would recommend or choose. All right, crummy picture. Let's see if I can back down a little bit. Nope. All right, well, can't tell. This is the IWI Galil in 5.56, I believe. So Galils are nice. I give it to you guys on. I give it to the Galil. Galils are nice. I like Galils. The only thing I would really change, I think you probably can. Again, I'm not like a Galil expert or anything, but the handguard. If I get like a handguard that extends out a little bit more, I'd be really happy with the way the Galil is. I like how it's a bufferless, like it doesn't have a buffer tube and a buffer system like an AR-15, so I can shoot it folded if I want to. Uh-oh, what happened? Yeah. Looks like the background crapped out on us. All right, whatever. All right, let's restart this because I don't know what happened. But like I was saying, the Galils are really nice weapons. I would definitely take a Galil. Now, if someone could send me a Galil, that'd be dope. I would definitely put that thing in a car. Fold it up, put that thing in a car. There we go. Here we go. All right, yeah, Galil. It looks like a badass weapon. Very reliable. It's like an updated AK, right? It's part of the AK family without being part of the AK family. Right? So, again, I think I went over everything I liked about it. I like how it's short. It's a soft recoiling weapon. It actually does not recoil at all. One thing it does do, it does get hot very quick. You put a few rounds, like half a mag through that thing, and it was getting pretty hot pretty quick. But yeah, also you probably can, again, I'm not a Galil expert, but if you can get a M-LOK handguard where you can mount like a foregrip or angle foregrip and a flashlight on the handguard, then you have your full length rail up top for your optics and IR laser if you choose so. That would be dope. But yeah, even if you really couldn't get on the handguard, there are lights that will mount to the top of the rail. You probably would have to do something like where you put the IR laser up front and then get like a Haley Strategic or T-Rex arm rail mount that mounts to Picatinny, and the light bar will like extend out, so you can mount your light on the side while you have the IR on top, so you can still have everything out front and have your optic behind it. You could do something like that. That would actually work. But yeah, Galil, so far in this list, granted, I've already seen all the guns. Galil will be, I'll do it at the end. I'll do it at the end, my top 5. I'll do that at the end. So moving on to the last one. All right, the last one, the IWI X95. All right, now this right here, this gun right here will be my alternative pick to an AR-15. The gun first came out years ago when I first kind of started my channel, really getting into guns. And I saw this gun, I instantly liked it, liked the way it looked, everything about it, how it was kind of different from an AR-15. Then I went to a gun shoot down here in Florida, NFA shoot, and I got a chance to shoot that gun for the first time, and I fell in love with it. It was a nice, soft shooting gun. It just felt, it was fun to me. I like the safety selector because it being right up there where my thumb is, it reminded me of an AR-15. Same with the mag release being right here where you just hit with your trigger finger, same like an AR-15. Then they have the one in the back where you can drop the bolt and everything. Maybe you could drop the bolt up there. I'm not sure with that one. But that was the only thing, is that the reloads, instead of like you just kind of tilting the gun and drop out, you really kind of had to up the gun, put it in, and then, right, it was a little different, but it wasn't that bad, right? This is out, like, again, I'll do at the end, but this is one of my top picks for an AR-15 alternative. You look at it, you get a full-length rail, you get a handguard with Picatinny and or M-lock slots on there that where you can mount, like they have on here, like the tan handguards that I guess for heat, because they don't have a light on here, but you can mount a light. You can mount an IR device on top, like how he's got the optic up there, and you're good to go, man. It's not an AR-15, but some of the controls, a lot of the controls are in the same place as an AR-15, so it's not too hard, too much of a learning curve to get on this weapon, and it's still 16-inch barrel, and something the size of what, like 11.5 or something like that, 10.5 or something, maybe a little bigger, but right around like the size of what an SBR would be for an AR-15, where you're still getting a 16-inch velocity out of it. Now, it might not be as accurate as the AR-15, but you know, for a battle rifle, if you can get 2 MOA, you're doing pretty good. So, all right. So, like I said, I'm gonna do at the end, I'm gonna rate my top picks. All right. So, for AR-15 alternatives, the IWI 95 would be my top pick. That would be number 1. Number 2 would be the Galil. Right. If I can have it, an AR-15, I would like to have an X95. Can't have an X95 based on this list, based on the list we have here. I would take a Galil third. Now, let me go back to this. So we got left, we got the AUG. Goodness. The AK-74 and F2000. So for my third overall pick in the draft, LocsNLoad or Gun Nation selects the AK-74. All right, so if I can't have an X95, if I can't have a Galil, give me an AK-74 based on this list. All right, 5.45 folding triangle brace or stock, muzzle brake, fairly accurate out to 300 meters. You know, I feel like all these rifles are fairly accurate out to 300 meters, but a rifle that is, I know, is very reliable. You know, the Galil is, you know, I believe just as reliable because they're kind of like same AK family. But with the Galil being in 5.56, I'm able to maintain the same ammunition as AR-15. Same with the IWI Galil, 5.56 ammunition. I use the same mags. Now, when it comes to AK-74, now I'm having to pick a whole different round, but it's a very effective round. and the platform itself is very effective itself. Yeah, it's definitely giving me like Red Dawn vibes with this rifle. Now, with the fourth overall pick in the draft, we're going to select the Steyr AUG. Now, why the Steyr AUG? Because it is still a fairly, decent weapon. I heard good things about it. It was used by the Australians. It was their main battle rifle, and I believe for a reason. Again, you look at the magazine, 5.56. I mean, granted, the last gun, the F2000, also 5.56, but I don't know really damn near anything about the F2000. At least we know the Steyr AUG has a proven combat track record. It's seen combat. It's been a main battle rifle. It's been there, done that, and they is still somewhat in service. Not this type of model, but they have updated the Steyr AUG to where it doesn't even have like the optic up top, and it looks pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie, the Steyr AUGs, I think the A3s. I want to pull up a picture. Can I? All right, but yeah, you guys know this is Steyr AUG, and the last gun, which I honestly don't want at all, is the F2000. Really don't like that gun. You just ask me, bro. It just looks ugly. It's ugly. Then I don't know much about the combat proven record of it. It might have a decent combat record. It's just one of those guns like I just don't know much about. And are we still streaming? Okay, cool. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm on Google right now. I'm not even in the chat. I'm going to Google because I want to pull up a picture of a Steyr AUG A3. I think they look pretty badass. All right, so we're having trouble loading that up. Something I'm gonna have to work on. But yeah, Steyr AUG A3. Google it if you can. Dope ass weapon. I think it looks cool. There's a lot of cool looking bullpups out there. And so, guys, that is my top 5 alternative for AR-15s. So you don't have to get an AR. Granted, it's probably more beneficial to get an AR because there's gonna be plenty of them laying around, but you don't have to. And these are some of my top picks for rifles. They're non-AR-15 alternative. Now there's a whole bunch of them. I'm probably gonna do more on this list of 5 different rifles that are good alternatives for AR-15s. But hopefully you enjoy these first 5. So if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Helps the video get boosted out and more people discover it. And if you're looking for firearms training, I'm down here in Jacksonville, Florida. Also do CCW certificates. I can travel, but I need to lead 6 people for me to lead the state. Now, if you're looking for guns, gear, firearms, and other products like that to buy to help boost your inventory, go to my Patreon page, link in the description, and there you can get all that stuff. Top of that, stay educated, stay dangerous. LocsNLoad out.